Before joining CBRE, I think I saw it as a market leader, a huge global real estate firm. But when you're here, it doesn't feel like that as much. You feel valued, you're recognised, especially in the regional offices. You've got smaller teams, it's collaborative.
When I was in my old role in valuations, I was able to work across all three sectors, which I'm not sure I would be able to do maybe in London, for example. So coming from a non-cog and not having much experience in the industry, I felt like I learned quite a lot in that aspect.
I think that looking from the outside, it seems like you're going to be a stranger almost. You're not going to be kind of valued as much as kind of a smaller firm. However, when you actually come, you kind of find that it's like a community feeling. Everyone talks to each other and the office is just getting really well, and you can speak to anyone and more than happy to help you out.
So I chose CBRE because it was such a global company. I think there were a lot of opportunities within this company, lots of different teams, get a variety of experience. I kind of felt like a no-brainer.
When I was sort of searching around for these opportunities, the CBRE one really stood out because it was almost like a well thought out plan for both grads and apprentices. You know, the opportunity to, if you don't have a degree in real estate already, go onto a non-cog path where you're able to study real estate at the same time and do your masters. Just felt really well planned.
I think that the support that CBRE give you as a grad or apprentice, whether it be with the pathways that you can take or APC support that they give you internally and externally, really benefits you as an individual.
What you pick up from the degree side of things and also what you pick up from working kind of ties into each other. There's so much help out there for your other side, so your degree side as well, which is important. Someone just kind of taking that part-time degree, which is quite a new thing. So the advice I'd give to someone coming into CBRE is just be yourself, honestly. Don't try and be anyone else that you're not, and just throw yourself at every opportunity that you can get your hands on, and just kind of embrace the chance you've been given such a big opportunity and just fly with it really. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, I agree with all that, but I also think, working hard, making sure you get your graft on. It's a big company and they expect a lot of you, but I think if you apply yourself, I think you can succeed and do really well here.
I think the most important one is to be able to communicate well, because whether you're interacting with clients or just your team internally, you need to convey your point across and you need to be able to kind of influence clients per se.
Communication is a big part of it, and it's a people industry. You'll do a lot of socialising, so it's good to have the RISE values behind you at all times.
I think that's very important actually. I think, like you said, the RISE values, kind of understanding them and then incorporating them in your actually day-to-day life, and then again equity and diversity and inclusion. I think that's very important in kind of understanding that everyone's their own person and you are as well, and I think kind of respecting them relationships and the boundaries is important to kind of leading a good career.
I agree with you all, although I think all those skills are really important to bring into the workplace. I think it's important not to be daunted by sort of the technical side of things, because the support we have, well I've had and the teams I've been in, has been incredible, and there's no such thing as a silly question. One of the good things about being at CBRE in one of the regional offices is the amount of autonomy we get in our teams. What do you think about that, James?
Yeah, I agree, Kiara. I think in the regions we're obviously involved in smaller teams, and so after a period of time, once we've earned the trust, we're kind of trusted to get involved in projects and work with clients independently, which is very beneficial to our development. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think you have, in a smaller team, there's more eyes on you, you probably have to work a bit harder, kind of earn the respect of the team, but then you'd be able to, with that respect, you get given more responsibility, take on more jobs, and as you say, you progress more as a surveyor. About yourself, Charlotte?
Yeah, I think it's important to note that you're given the responsibility when everyone feels that you're ready for it, including yourself. You know, if you're uncomfortable with something, you could say, could you assist me on this? You need a little bit of help to get things moving. What about you, Hisham?
Yeah, I think it brings maturity as well to yourself. I think that responsibility, that kind of independence, it's important in kind of building yourself up, and just it goes a long way. It really does go a long way, and I think that over time you kind of see the progress and kind of the effects of that. And I think it's from the get-go it's really important to kind of start as soon as you start at CBRE, building that trust and that autonomy as you mentioned, and just keep on going with it.
My time at CBRE has been really amazing. I probably say the highlight is benefiting from my team's dynamic and being able to dip in and out of different sectors and different projects.
Yeah, my time at CBRE has been so much better than how I expected any place to be. I think it's surpassed all expectations. I think the team's been really welcoming, makes you feel like you've been here longer than you actually have. And I think the opportunities that you're given is just beyond kind of expectations.
Yeah, I think my experience at CBRE has been really varied, being in a team where I'm working on completely quite different assets, doing all kind of work, which is really beneficial to me.
My time at CBRE so far has been a massive learning experience, but in a really good way. When I think back to 6 months ago when I started as an apprentice, it's crazy to think how much I've learned in that short space of time, just from the exposure and just being in the office around all the other teams. Like I said, in the regional offices, you're sitting next to evaluations and agency. You know, they're not on a separate floor, they're right next to you. So hearing their conversations, reaching out to them, very collaborative.
Every day is a learning day at CBRE. You know, there's so many different opportunities to get involved in, so many different things to learn, whether that be in the office or on schemes and training sessions that they can put you on. Personally, my experience has been varied like yours, Tom. I've been able to kind of choose different sectors that interest me and had the support around me to push me into those fields and get experience which I wouldn't have got at other places. And on top of that, it gives us an opportunity to cross-sell even at this stage of our career, which is very important. I mean, London-centric, they're all on different floors, aren't they? But here we're all together, so you can get different teams involved with your clients at an easier level.